Arsenal fans, finally!
Arsenal have sent a thunderous message to English and European football with the unveiling of Julian Álvarez and Sandro Tonali, two elite signings whose arrival signals a decisive shift from promise to pure ambition. The atmosphere at the Emirates Stadium during their first joint press conference reflected a club that no longer wants to admire the summit from below, but to stand firmly on top of it. Every word spoken, every gesture made, pointed toward one clear objective: winning now. Julian Álvarez arrives in North London as a player forged in pressure. A World Cup winner with Argentina and a forward who has already conquered domestic and continental competitions, he does not come with questions about mentality or experience. Instead, he arrives with answers Arsenal have been searching for during decisive moments of recent seasons. In his first appearance before the media, Álvarez spoke with quiet confidence, emphasizing that Arsenal's project is not about potential, but about fulfillment. He referenced the intensity of conversations with Mikel Arteta, highlighting how detailed the manager was about positioning, pressing triggers, and movement in the final third. Álvarez made it clear that this level of tactical clarity was a key reason behind his decision. He spoke about wanting responsibility, about embracing expectations rather than avoiding them. For Arsenal supporters, those words landed heavily. This was not a player coming to adapt slowly, this was a player arriving to make an impact immediately. On the pitch, Álvarez offers Arteta something priceless: flexibility without compromise. He can lead the line as a central striker, drift between the lines as a second forward, or operate from wide areas while still contributing goals. His relentless work rate fits seamlessly into Arsenal's pressing structure, while his sharp movement inside the box provides a clinical edge that has sometimes been the difference between a draw and a win. His presence alone forces opponents to rethink defensive setups, creating space for others and raising the overall attacking level of the team. While Álvarez's signing already felt like a statement, the press conference reached another level when Sandro Tonali took the microphone. Calm, composed, and visibly determined, the Italian midfielder delivered a message that instantly set social media alight and electrified the fan base. Tonali did not hide behind safe answers or vague ambitions. Instead, he spoke with authority and conviction, making it clear that he understands exactly where Arsenal are and where they intend to go. "I didn't come here to compete," Tonali said. "I came here to win." Immediately. It was a bold declaration, and one that resonated deeply. Tonali spoke about watching Arsenal closely in recent seasons, admiring the football but also recognizing the frustration of falling just short. He described those moments not as failures, but as evidence that the foundation is already strong. According to him, Arsenal are not a team that needs belief, they need the final push, the ruthless edge that turns dominance into trophies. Tonali's comments about the dressing room were equally striking. He emphasized the hunger he felt upon arriving, noting how driven the squad is and how high the standards already are. He praised Arteta's obsession with detail, preparation, and mentality, suggesting that the manager's approach leaves no room for complacency. For Tonali, this was not a rebuilding project, it was a winning environment that needed reinforcement, not restructuring. From a tactical perspective, Tonali's arrival transforms Arsenal's midfield dynamic. His ability to control tempo, break opposition lines with vertical passes, and provide defensive steel gives Arsenal balance in the most demanding matches. He brings leadership without noise, aggression without recklessness, and intelligence that elevates those around him. In high-pressure fixtures, where midfield battles decide outcomes, Tonali's presence could prove decisive. What stands out most about this double unveiling is the mentality shift it represents. Arsenal have not just signed talent, they have signed winners. Álvarez and Tonali both arrive with a deep understanding of what it takes to succeed at the highest level, and both spoke openly about responsibility, expectations, and pressure as privileges rather than burdens. The press conference itself felt less like an introduction and more like a warning. Rivals watching closely would have noted the confidence, the unity of message, and the absence of hesitation. Arsenal are no longer content with being admired for style or progress. They want outcomes. They want silverware. And they want it now. Inside the club, the belief is growing that these signings strengthen the spine of the team in the most critical areas. A forward who thrives in decisive moments. A midfielder who dictates rhythm and enforces standards. Together, they symbolize Arsenal's transition from contenders to conquerors. As the cameras switched off and the room emptied, the feeling lingered that something significant had just begun. This was not about hype or headlines. It was about intent. Arsenal have drawn a line under near misses and lessons learned. With Julian Álvarez and Sandro Tonali now wearing red and white, the message is unmistakable: the waiting is over. The Premier League has been put on notice. Europe is watching. And Arsenal, armed with belief, quality, and an elite mentality, are ready to chase glory without apology.